Okay, you guys. So I didn't talk to y'all for a couple of days now because number one, I've been super tired. So that is what's been going on with me. But y'all, I gotta keep making these videos and I gotta keep going. I have to keep. I gotta keep it moving on this channel because I've been doing this so long. It's crazy, y'all gotta excuse me because I'm trying to get my key. Like it's always something when I'm trying to leave off this lot. Oh my god. I'm not gonna even fumble with that because I gotta go. But I'm about to be on my way to my other job. So let me tell y'all what's been going on with me for the last 2 days. And I just kind of like been in a funk and I haven't like had the motivation to film anything. So number one thing is I had went ahead and scheduled my appointment with NACA because I want to be a homeowner or whatever, but their stimulations because it is, a lot going on in today's world. Like it's inflation and all these other things. So when I went to my appointment for NACA, it was just kind of funny to me because first of all, I came in there and then they didn't even have my counselor. Um, they told me that my counselor was not available. This is annoying. They told me my counselor wasn't available. So whoever keeps coming back in my live, are you gonna come in my live or not? Um, when I went to NACA for my second appointment, they are unorganized. NACA is just unorganized. I will say that. So the stories are true about NACA. They are unorganized. So when I came in for my appointment, I had all my most of all my documentation ready for them. So I presented everything in a binder, and I'm making a full video probably tonight because I want to like put in detail what you need if you want to go with this home buyer assistant neighborhood program. So when I went in there, I waited like 30 minutes or whatever. What's up, whoever this is? How you doing? Um, I went in there and they were just not together. So when I had everything together, the lady was trying to give me like attitude. She was like, you don't have your transcripts and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I'm telling her it's really hard to get IRS my transcripts. So moving forward, let me tell you the meat and potatoes of the story. So I presented all of my paperwork and all of my stuff that I needed for NACA. Okay. And she was asking me how much I made. And I had told her a rough estimate around 60,000, $61,000. Whole T, I made more than that. I made 73. So when she found out I made $61,000, she was like, "Well, you only qualify for this amount." And she was like, "How much debt do you have?" And I told her I only have 5 credit cards. So I said, "Ma'am, I only have 5 credit cards or whatever. And I have a car note that I pay for and I pay my rent." So she was like, "You have $800 in bills that you pay every month. Do you have an action plan?" I said, "Yes, I do have an action plan." I said, "I'm going to pay off my credit cards." So then she looked at my taxes from 2021 and she was like, "Why did you claim losses on your taxes?" And I was like, "Because I was trying to start a business like I did last year. But however, 2021, there was a lot going on. So I was like, claim losses." So she was like, "Well, I don't recommend that you do that this year." She was like, "If you do anything, you need to go ahead and pay your taxes." I said, "Okay, sure, I will pay taxes." Now, I will say this about NACA, like, they're going to get in your business. So if you think you're going to go in there and try to get like all this assistance for their home program, they're going to get in your business. Like I had explained to my boyfriend, because he was like, "Why did you tell them about a business?" I'm like, they be in your business. Like when I say in your business, they look at your bank statements. They have like your social security number on the screen, and then they look at like everything you've done. So like if you try to apply to a business, they found out about that. If you did something with your taxes, they're going to find out about it. And me personally, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to tell you the truth. So I told her the truth, and I was like, "Yeah, I tried to do this." So at the end, she was doing the numbers and she was like, "You make 73,000." And she was like, "Realistically, your home price around this time is going to be around 1,500 because you already pay 1,500 every single month where you currently live now." And I was like, "Okay, so what you mean?" She was like, "So your house needs to be, your buying power can be 1,500." for the whole entire month. I mean, for the whole entire mortgage, but that doesn't include my utilities or none of that stuff. So I was telling her, I don't want a $1,500 mortgage for what? This economy is inflation, things are super high. Why would I put myself in that type of predicament? So I was just like, okay, I'll take it with a grain of salt. So the next hour we had to come up with an action plan on what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like what is the action plan going to be? How are we going to move forward with the um the plan. So basically they give you like 6 months, so I have all the way up until September, so I have to prove that I can save $7,000 by September. And she was like, can you do that? And I was like, yes I can, absolutely, because last time when I did the program they asked me to save 5,000 and I end up saving the money, and then the counselor quit on me. So moving forward, so at the end when she found out I made all this money, she just was so friendly. She was just like, oh, just do what you got to do, Miss Lewis. I'm going to be there with you every step of the way or whatever. But she sees me with this uniform on, because I always keep my uniform on because, I'm working. So she sees me with a server uniform on and a name tag or whatever at first, and she judged me. But then when she looked at my paperwork, I make money. And it's just like, just because I'm a server right now and I work healthcare in the morning does not mean I don't make any money. I make money, okay? I don't have any children. So she was like, um, okay, just save as much as you can. And another thing I don't like about NAC is that they be putting down stuff that is not true. So basically, this lady on my file, whoever did my file before, put me down for child support, talking about, Miss Lewis, how much do you pay in child support? And I told her 2 times, ma'am, I don't pay any money for child support. I do not pay any money for child support at all. Like, I just don't. I don't pay any money for child support. So she was like, I'm gonna ask you one more time. How much money do you pay in child support? I told her, ma'am, I don't pay for any child support. It's just like she wasn't listening what I was saying. It's just like, I don't know. She was being funny. So I was just like trying to tell her, like, whoever did my file, they made a mistake. Like, I literally don't have any children. Therefore, I don't pay any child support. So um she talked over, she discussed things like my action plan and how I needed to spend less money and everything. But this is my opinion. Things are super expensive, and I'm just like unsure on what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should stay with the program or not. I'm going to try to see that I can do the savings goal. Ooh, what the heck? I'm gonna try to do the savings goal. Y'all gotta bear with me. I'm gonna try to do the savings goal that she told me to do, but it's just crazy to me because everything is so expensive, and then the banks are collapsing. So certain banks are taking money from people that deposit. It's just like, come on, like how I don't know how this world is operating, and I personally am scared to pull out a whole bunch of money, especially from a bank, especially when banks are taken from people, and then try to do it like a home, and then interest rates are crazy. So I just like, I don't know if I'm gonna go through with this program or not. I'm gonna try to do my best to stay in the program, but like, I don't know. It's just like it rubs a bad taste in my mouth. Like, do I really need to put myself into debt just to be in a home? Or should I just continue to keep working on my debt? Because after I pay off my credit cards, the only two debts I'm gonna have left is my student loan, my car. And I was planning to become debt free and go to a different state because America is getting hard. I don't know if I want to continue the rest of my life here. Working two jobs, it's just like I don't get the rest all the time. This was a short week for me. That's why y'all didn't see me post a bunch of shorts on my page because I was at home. It's just like I don't kind of like the lifestyle that America is giving people. It's just work, 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 and then let me steal your money out your bank account, which I'm still not even understanding how these banks are taking people's money and there's still not a retaliation. Like, people just like, okay, even if it is insured. Like, I would be angry as I don't know what if someone took all my money out of my account. So that's another thing to think about. And then she told me that keeping my money inside of the bank was the best thing I could do. And I was just like, I don't know about that. I don't trust these banks. I really, really don't. Like, I never have. Maybe a credit union, but a bank, man, these banks, I have no idea. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm driving. So that's how NACA went. Also, the counselors there, they're very rude, and they're just rude. So I had everything together. So if you want to, oh no, my nose is hurting. If you want to, you know, think about doing NACA, you can. I'm gonna try to take y'all along the journey. I'm gonna post videos on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to go step by step. The first one, I'm gonna talk about like what you need, the folder, all the information you're gonna need to get like your first appointment, because I have my second appointment, and I'm just gonna ride the wave and see if it's even worth it. But man, at the end of the day, people always try to, I don't know, in my opinion, how people try to make me feel, they try to always make me feel less than. This person is really driving wild. It be the most craziest foreigners that be driving all wild, and it's another person driving all wild. You hit the baby car, you gonna pay. Go ahead and hit my car so I can get some money. I'm just saying. Um, they really, made me feel less than. And like, I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I get that a lot. I'm a black girl, supposed to be with children, baby father, all of that. But that's not the case for Z Baby. I don't have no kids or whatever. I go home every day alone, and I work every single day. Okay. Like, even when I came in, like, she was looking at me funny because of this bag. That's why I stopped wearing my luxury bag. But hey, this is my bag that I go to work. It's a work bag to me. But it's just like people look at you crazy and then be like, oh, you make this amount of money. Oh, well, we can work something out. Oh, and then she was like, I don't know if you're going to be able to find a $500 mortgage or whatever. I never asked for a $500 mortgage. I told her I want a mortgage that's at least $1,100. And she was just acting funny. And this was a Spanish lady, by the way, like one of them older Spanish ladies. Then she was like, how old are you anyway? And I was like, ma'am, I am 37 years old. And she was like, I need to see your ID. What? Like, you need to see my ID? I don't think I look that freaking young. So I gave her my ID just off the strength of respect. She already had all my information. And then at the end, she was like, well, I need a letter from your mom stating that she was living with your mother because you have your mother's address. And I told her, okay, but I don't live with my mom no more. But she was like, I still need it. I said, okay, that's fine. So like I said, I'm gonna try to continue this home ownership thing with NACA. The only good thing about my session with the woman is that she told me when I am able to qualify and be NACA qualified, that if I move in my house, I only have to pay $3,000. So again, if you want to try NACA out during this pandemic, you can. It's just that you're gonna get disrespected off the break if you're black. I don't know about a white person. I'm not white. I have no idea about a white person. I just know if you're a black person trying to go with these programs that's supposed to give the black folks, you're going to receive some type of racism. Whoever left out my live, that's absolutely fine because that's the way I feel. On my lives, I'm not putting no filter. Like when I do my regular videos, there'll be a filter, but there's no filter when I do these lives. So yeah, that's the way she was treating me. And I get it. Like it is what it is. You don't get respect. It is what it is. They're not going to respect you. All they're going to do is try to make it seem like you don't have shit, and it is what it is. But that is what happened during my NACA experience. I hope that my NACA experience doesn't continue to be negative, because this is my third what is it called, appointment, because I did one last year, and one lady last year really had me because she was like, you need to quit your job. You don't even make that much. Da 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 da. And I did make enough. So it was just like, why, because you're a server, that you have to be not qualified for programs? Like, it's a job. Like, it's not my company, it's my job. So I don't know, but my NACA experience was, anything. We'll see what it does. I'm like I said, I'm gonna make a full video hopefully tonight. I get off like around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably post the video in the morning time. But I don't know. The only reason why I'm even interested and curious because I want to see like when I finish my end process on how much I can, you know, get because she told me that I still have to go through a process to see how much I can afford. And like I said, with these banks collapsing and the way the world and the economy is, I don't even know if it's safe to go and borrow like a whole bunch of money just to get in debt, just to say I have a home. For real, my apartment is my house for now. So it's just like, I don't know. And then I told her I wanted to do my business. And she was like, well, you can't do your business or whatever because if you do your business, then you're going to have to show some type of I think she said documentation if you start making money in sales. And me personally, I'm not trying to be a person that's about to be working forever, working working for somebody else, being on somebody else's clock. I don't want that for myself. Why would I want that for myself? So at the end of the day, I really have to think this business thing over because I've been there before in my 20s where I've been working for people forever and I really don't see any end result. Like I don't want to be that girl that is still waiting tables at what 50. That is not my goal. It is sure not. And I don't know. The lady just had a bad taste in my mouth. She just gave me a bad taste. I just felt like she was just doing the most. And with the like I said, with these banks collapsing, all these crazy things going on, it's just not, I don't know if it's wise to borrow a huge amount of money for a home when I'm in a place right now. I'm in my apartment and my rent is not that much. Like I pay 11.69 for rent and I pay my utilities. My gas are between $30 and $50. So my gas is like 50 and my electricity is like $30 and I don't really pay that much for rent. Hell, I don't. I do not. So I'm just like, should I? Because around this time people be like, well, you're getting older and you need to have some type of property, but do I want to be house poor like my grandma say? I don't want to be house poor. I don't want to just have a huge ass property and then I can't even go get my hair done. So I don't know. I will see by September. Like I said, I'm gonna bring y'all along with me. I'm gonna do a NACA journey or whatever. Everyone else has done one, so I'm gonna do one. But I just don't know if that's the best thing for me to do. It just rubs a bad taste in my mouth because things are super expensive. And she had, told me she was like, "Well, Miss Lewis, you make $6,000 a month, so she was like, you have to like not spend as much," and that's true. I do need to spend less money, but I don't know. She just made me feel less than. So that's it. Thank you for watching my live. I appreciate y'all, and I will be making a video soon. I will see you guys later. Bye bye.